All right, people, it's Independence Day 2017. I know I'm about freedom. How about you? Check this out. I want to do a little quick update as far as what it means to celebrate freedom. What did we do? We fought tyranny. We said, no, we're going to be free people. And I think that's extremely important to remember. So let's begin about a very hot topic right now. As we know throughout the world, what are they trying to do right now? They are trying to silence speech when it comes to the debate about vaccines, and that is a huge problem. Here's why. Let me help you out a little bit. You take two children that want to go to school. Now here in the United States, that's where we're at. They both want to get educated. Now you've got our good friend Billy and our friend Bobby. Now Billy decided he wants to be a rock star, but what's important to know, and this is extremely important to know, that both of these children started at the exact same place. They share the same exact risk. Neither one of them, they have no disease. Billy and Bobby are disease-free, share the same risk, want to go to school. Billy decided he's going to be a rock star. Billy put on a cape. He got a vaccine. Billy is protected. Billy is Superman. Now, our good friend Bobby, let's be honest, Bobby's a free-range American. It is what it is. Bobby doesn't like to be told what to do. He wants to go ahead and research a subject a little bit. A lot of people don't want him to do that. You should get in line, Bobby. Well, Billy got his vaccine. He's good to go. Here's what happens. Our tyrannical system says, you know what? Billy, you are a compliant young man. You do exactly what you're supposed to do. And by God, you are making the pharmaceutical money and we like you. You can go to a tax paid for school of your choice because you're one of us. Now, unfortunately, Bobby, his parents pay taxes too, but you know what? He's not making the pharmaceutical money the pharmaceutical companies any money. So he's got to get his butt out of there. Well, that doesn't make sense when you consider that we started from the same place. They still both are having a disease. Billy's got a cape on, and what does the pharmaceutical company try to get you to believe? Hey, Bobby is going to put a good young man like Billy at risk. That doesn't make sense to me either, and unfortunately, it doesn't make sense to a lot of people. So that argument fell flat. Where did that argument go? Well, we got to protect the immune compromised, okay? Now, the immune compromised, we got to protect these kids by all means. So now what they're saying is that our good friend Bobby here, who has no disease, bear that in mind, it's very important you understand, Bobby is a disease-free, free-range American. There ain't nothing wrong with Bobby. Now, what do they do to poor Bobby? Well, they say, Bobby, now you're going to put Superman, Superman Billy, he got his protection, he's good. You're not only putting him at risk, but you're putting the immune-compromised at risk again. Bobby has no disease. So we're like, well, now this is where we hit a little bit of a wall, because this is a fact that our good friend Billy is recently vaccinated. Did you know that the recently vaccinated actually shed disease? This is not speculation. This is a fact. Anybody who has a child in the NICU unit, you can look this up. It is not hard to do. A child who has been recently vaccinated can shed that vaccine, those live viruses, for 4 to 5 weeks. They will tell you stay away from the immune compromised because you are going to put these children at risk. Very important to know that, in fact, while poor Bobby's taking the heat for everybody, really, Billy's ass is putting the immune compromised at risk, plus he's putting Bobby at risk. But Bobby can't go to school, so I guess there's that. You have fully vaccinated schools that end up having outbreaks. Why is that? Because Billy's parents are straight up lazy. Let's be honest about what we're talking about. And then you have high risk immune compromised child. Now the reality is I believe in my heart that both Billy's parents and Bobby's parents will do nothing ever to put the immune compromised at risk. I believe they share that same goal. The difference is he's actually less of a risk than he is. Remember, these children started at the same place. They had the same risk that they shared. Neither one of them have a disease. The only difference is this one came into contact with live viruses, and it's a fact. If you don't believe me, go look up a Stellara commercial, and you might hear a little fun thing that says, If you or anybody in your family have been recently vaccinated, please tell your doctor before taking Stellar. Why? Because, again, the immune compromised can't be around recently vaccinated people. Now, the conversation just got real interesting real fast, okay? Guess who doesn't like that? Guess who does not like this? Our good friends, the pharma company. They don't like it. They make vaccines, and this is the point where they get real ticked off and say, you know what? The science is settled. There's no more debate. Stop talking. We're good. We're out of here. Well, yeah, if I was that kind of a criminal, let's call it what it is, I probably wouldn't want to have the conversation either. But since we're talking about, a certain reason for all of this, okay, why the big push is happening, well, pharma doesn't want to have the conversation. Well, I'm kind of in the camp of this good old boy Bobby. I'm with that free range American, the free speech, the whole, reason why we fought tyranny. Again, we're celebrating Independence Day. You should be part of this. All right, so here's where we're at now. I know what you're saying. Nick, you have an amazing tie on right now. That knot is, and I appreciate that. I actually did work pretty hard on that. You've got good looking glasses, and you know what I mean? You look good right now, Nick, but you're not a scientist. I agree, I'm not. That's true. I did go out of my way to make a solid knot, let's be straight, but you're right, I'm not a scientist. But you know who is a scientist? Our good friend, William Thompson. William Thompson is a senior scientist. William Thompson works at the Centers for Disease Control. Senior scientist, Centers for Disease Control. Why is that so important? He works in the immunization department. In fact, the experts from around the world happen to go to him and his department to actually get educated on vaccines. Well, although I'm not a scientist, William Thompson is. William Thompson said that they committed fraud. William Thompson said they lied to the American public. William Thompson said that your children are actually in danger from what they have done. William Thompson's a scientist. William Thompson is a scientist that all the experts listen to. I think you should as well. Now, about this point, you're probably asking yourself, what is this right here? Well, even if you're 100% pro-vaccine, that's fine. But if you're pro-vaccine and you add that with crime, that is dangerous for everybody. So when people say they don't want to have a conversation, shut it down. No. That's not how we here in America do it. I know in Australia they're fighting because, you know what, maybe they don't abide by the same rules. That's unfortunate. Australia, you need to find your backbone. Let those people know that that's intolerable. But unfortunately, most people are sitting here like this poor young woman right here. Their brains are fried because people are complicating an issue that's really not that difficult. There's a reason why people don't want to have this conversation. It's the same reason why the British didn't want to give, the time of day to poor little farmers from America. Look how that worked out. It's Independence Day, people. Fight for your freedom. Stand up for democracy. Stand up for our republic. Stand up for what you truly believe. Because I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, I'm a free-range human being, my damn self. Thank you for watching. God bless America. God bless you and your family.